Stay out of the fucking road, okay? So, Tecumseh Instigator Talk Show Part 2.
Part 2.
Episode 2.
We made it to 2 episodes.
Featuring goats, Nick and Adam.
They're the special guests. I just wandered in.
Just wandered in. Impromptu. So, what did you think of the first episode?
It was great.
It was great.
It was great. You hit up on a lot of interesting things.
Hard-hitting issues.
A lot of random stuff. That's what makes Johnson County great. The little people.
Me and Ann Wick.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's not a little people.
She's in the car.
She's a real people. So what's our goal here? What are we doing?
We're just informing people. Things
Besides
going
this.
on. Random stuff. Give people the right to think and, give us suggestions.
Without corporate overlords.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without the fear of
Deadlines.
the deadline, the neighbor finding out, shit like that. Just
We want the neighbor to find out.
yeah, we do.
We do.
I did find out your roads are a lot smoother than mine.
Which way did you come?
I took the Maple Grove way. I took 620 all the way down.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Just had fresh rock on 620. I'm not used to that.
I actually got confronted the other night.
Oh God. That's awesome.
By a guy who works for the roads. He was very pissed off at me.
Get over it. That's part of the job.
Yeah. He's like, well, just take the fucking highway then. I was like, you know where I live. I got 6 miles to the highway.
Oh, those are my favorites.
So
or
I can bitch about it.
or you don't understand what the roads are about. You don't understand what goes into it. No, I know they suck. That's all that matters here.
I explicitly said that in the group. I was like, look, I know how it is. I don't know the ins and outs. But it's like, you got to do something better.
I have a gaping sinkhole. And you saw the picture, didn't you? The gaping sinkhole?
Yeah.
That thing's like 8
Yeah,
feet. That thing's like 8 feet fucking deep.
There's gremlins in there.
Oh God, people just go through the barricades and they all have their shit. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I understand it. I go through the barricade because I don't have a choice. But I don't go by the pot, the sinkhole or anything else. But then I'll see dumbass teenager kids in these big lifted trucks. I'm like, you know what? You deserve it. Go.
In their Tonka trucks.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, your daddy bought it. Who cares?
But no, that's what makes this place fun.
As long as nobody gets hurt.
Oh God, yes.
We don't want that.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, what damning evidence you have on me? Oh God, this is a corner show. We're gonna throw John in the corner.
I do. So, are you the runt of the stirrups?
I'm number 5.
Who's the runt?
Mary is.
Mary's the runt.
Holding down Family Dollar there.
She is holding it down.
Yeah.
She's doing good. I'm proud of her.
She's part-time and she fucking means it. It's great. Mary, can you come in for 4 hours? No, I'm part-time. I don't care about this.
Stand your ground, dude. Yeah.
Oh God. There's days where I wanted her to work at the post office just because I was so envious of her ability to just say no.
Really?
No, I'm done. Screw you. Sup, homie?
I kind of have that ability, but not really. I don't know.
I didn't at the post office. So when I was a sub, I was working 80 hours a week because I couldn't say no.
The post. So after school, did you go to college?
For like a semester.
And then he said, "Fuck it."
I just said, "Fuck it," and started buying businesses. Said, "Why am I going to sit here and wait?"
Yeah.
Now I understand why we need college.
What was the first thing you did after that?
After what? After
dropping out.
I bought the Pawnee Republican.
That was the first thing you did?
That was one of the first things I did.
Jesus, with no experience?
With no experience.
You just went balls deep?
I'd worked at the Chieftain for years before. I used to be the advertising guy for a little bit there, and then I was when I started, I was the press grunt. So every Wednesday I had
Nick.
Every Wednesday I had to show up and help them run the press. Literally just pull papers out and stuff them full of crap.
Yeah.
You did that every Wednesday, then got promoted to advertising manager, and then dropped out of college and said, "Screw it, I can do this on my own."
Yeah.
Went out and bought Pawnee, and it was a fun 3.5 years, but
that's kind of a long time though. Isn't it, Nick?
Oh, it was interesting. I learned a lot, and I learned what things you don't say about people, what things people don't want to hear about.
There was a lot of controversies you had, huh?
Oh, yeah. Don't insult the county fair.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Like I say,
to be fair,
I was pretty upset. You skip me on advertising.
mm-hmm.
I felt shafted, so I expressed myself. And the thing was, is when I wrote it, you read it. It wasn't accusatory. It wasn't like, you guys are a bunch of dumbasses, I hate you all. It was, hey, this is what's going to happen if you keep up this behavior.
Right.
Well, that turned into death threats. Oh, that was great. Couldn't go to my
Did you actually get death threats?
Oh God, it was bad. I had one kid, and I can't think of his name, and it's probably good I can't think of his name, sat in front of the office from about noon to 4 o'clock every day waiting for me. He wanted to fight me.
So what'd you do?
Eventually, the sheriff's deputy just told him to knock it off.
Yeah.
Because down in Pawnee, where the building is, I had this little corner, and they always called it my corner because it's where I sat, smoked my cigarettes and stuff. So everybody knew where to find me. If I didn't answer the phone, they're like, oh, he's probably outside. So no, these people showed up. They waited for me. And then the sheriff one time had to give me, well, not give me a ride home, but he wanted to make sure I got out of Pawnee County, and it wasn't his problem anymore.
He escorted you?
Oh yeah, he said I pissed off the wrong people. But like he said in the car ride too, it was great. He's like, you didn't say anything mean to these people. You didn't call them names. You just made them, he's like, they're mad at you because you made them think for 2 seconds.
You should promote that cop. Hey, Adam. Don't do it. Don't mess with the camera.
Oh, are we going to get sweet ass goat bloopers today?
I hope so.
I should be our teaser short. Goats running around. Camera.
They're good co-hosts.
We're on a tight budget. People have to understand our cameraman is what shows up.
So after the Pawnee Republican, you just shut that down?
Well, what happened is about after 3.5 years, the old owners took it back over. But in between, you know, I had the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then my secret newspaper nobody knows about. I own Polk County News.
Well, now everybody knows about it.
Osceola, Stromsburg, all up in that area. Stirrup stomping grounds. You know how you have Bartles, Beathies, Bornples, Baums down here? Stirrup is that last name up there.
Really?
All over the place. I have an uncle who sells insurance, has like the Farm Bureau agency and everything else. It's like, wow, this is weird.
Huh. So you just fit right in up there?
Oh, I owned it for about 6 months. It was really, really fun. Problem was, is I wasn't fitting in. The logistics were horrible. It was a 2-hour drive.
So we need to cover stuff in Tecumseh that the Observer doesn't cover.
Oh,
right?
God, yes.
Right. Like, what's up with the cops? What's up with the cops? They look like RoboCops.
They're a mess now.
Do they need all that? Do they have tanks now?
No, not here.
They're on the verge of it, though.
Oh, I bet so.
I saw this cop at Casey's. He's got like 900 pounds. He looks like an X-Men from the 90s.
Well, that's all it comes down to. You remember when we were kids and we used to like hoard shit, like little toy cars and stuff like that? That's what it is. I got more fucking pockets than you.
Yeah, exactly.
I got more pockets.
Look, I got one for disposable baggies to pick up dog poop. And after I arrest people who don't pick up dog poop. And shoot them with AR-15s.
I'm going to be controversial here. This is the first time I think our sheriff's office has been relatively stable.
Chill.
We've had some pretty...
I'll agree with that.
We've had some pretty hidden drama about the sheriff's office over the years.
Yeah?
Like Byron, nobody knows his backstory. I've heard everything under the sun about him when he was sheriff. I heard he did this, knocked up a kid, you know, everything. But there's nothing factual about it. Like, I don't care. He's gone. He's been replaced, but... oh, he got scared out of town by some guy from Humboldt was my favorite one. I'm like, why would some guy in Humboldt scare you completely out of the state?
Right. Huh. We're going to. Maple Grove hay. Buy a hay bale. Come on. You got cows? You know what cows eat? They eat hay bales. So buy a fucking hay bale. Now.
He do alfalfa?
Does alfalfa?
Good, because my guinea pig loves alfalfa.
You got guinea pigs? Buy a goddamn hay bale. Right now. Buy 3 of them. 3 for 1 special if you got hamsters or gerbils or whatever the hell.
Deal. Did I tell you the story about my guinea pig?
No, you haven't told me anything.
Bought him out of a closet out of the Petco. And I thought I was going to straight up die.
You picked a run.
Oh, no, it was a rescue.
Oh, it is my dad.
Plug it. Again?
There, Maple Grove hay, right there. There he goes. Speed racer. Wow.
Even your goats got excited about him. That's pretty sweet.
They like him. He's a likable guy.
But yeah.
Anyway, you found a runt gerbil?
Found a runt guinea pig. So my youngest son, you've met Ted, right?
Yep.
You'll meet Ted eventually. He has 9 2/3 fingers. So I've felt forever guilty since he cut off his middle finger on
Thanks
fucking...
to the Pawnee Republican.
Yeah, on press equipment. You know, I feel like some Victorian era crap going on there. But he... So I'm a little sucker for him.
Yeah.
So we go to Petco, and we went in there for Mary because Mary has this cool dog named Chungus.
Chungus, yeah.
He's half Italian Greyhound, half Chihuahua, but he looks like Santa's little helper off The Simpsons. It's crazy.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they nailed that.
Yeah.
But so she went up there and she needed to grab stuff. So I'm like, I'll just get, free zoo trip for Ted. I'll just show him some stuff.
Yeah.
Looks at the guinea pig. I really want a guinea pig. I see $60. I'm like, that's a big commitment for, he's 5 years old. This guy, employee, he was wearing a Petco shirt, I swear to God, comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder and goes, I got some cheap guinea pigs in the back if you want to see them. Anna looks me straight in the face like, oh, you're done. You're gonna... I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Me and Ted go in the back. They had some pretty cool spiders too. She tried to talk him into a tarantula. But then there's guinea pigs back there, and he grabbed... Guinea pig's name is Oreo. He grabbed him and said, that's the one I want. $2. I'm a thrifty guy. I got a deal on him.
$2?
$2 for the guinea pig. I mean,
you got $58 off a guinea pig?
Yeah, I dropped like $300 on equipment though. That's where they got me.
And $35 on a bale of hay. Alfalfa?
Oh, I'll get a bag.
From Maple Grove Hay?
Dude, we eat that thing in a week. He's nuts.
Wow.
But, oh God, it's great because he loves my daughter. My daughter's very aggressive with pets. Like, the little princessly girls who have the pet cat they drag around everywhere.
And they pet him backwards. And
oh,
stuff.
Yeah. That's my daughter with our cat and our guinea pig.
She doesn't have mental deficiencies.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I think the cat has Stockholm syndrome real bad because there's one day she put our cat in the dryer overnight.
Oh my God.
Just shut the door. I mean, didn't turn it on or anything. Just shut the door right before she went to bed. Anna goes out there to go get some laundry and she hears a nonchalant meow. Like the cat's like, you know what? I'm okay with this.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm in here.
I live here. She ain't harassing me here.
Huh. Back to the cops.
Yes.
Have you ever been arrested?
As a civilian?
In general.
As a civilian, no.
What, as like a superhero? WWE superstar?
Military.
You've been military arrested?
Oh, yeah. I was in the military.
You were in the...
I was in the Navy.
After I asked you what you went to college for, you
I was a corpsman.
that.
Dude, I have ADHD. My resume is like a fucking phone book right now.
You're leaving out some pretty big blocks, but okay.
I was in the Navy. I was a corpsman in the Navy.
And you got arrested?
Oh, yeah. I was a witness. So they held me for 42 days. I got to go to military jail for 42 days.
42 days?
42 days in military jail. It was actually really great, except for we're going to talk about chronic masturbation now.
I'm familiar.
I don't understand being in a room with 280 other dudes, how the other 140 of them could just beat their meat every night with these. And I mean, these bunks are like 2 inches away from each other. Like, that thought was never in my head. But about 11:30 every night, like, it was almost...
Wow.
Coerced. It was
So it was a coordinated masturbation.
It seemed like a coordinated masturbation ordeal.
Like an orchestra of
it was a beating your fucking meat. I could never figure it out. All 42 days. During the daytime, it was wonderful because we got to watch. I mean, everybody watched TV, fucking crappy soap operas. Sure. I read books. I read some pretty weird books. Like, they had like a prison library.
Like Penthouse? Playbook?
Oh, no, it was actual educational books. I read the Quran.
You read the Quran?
I read the Quran.
You didn't light it on fire?
No.
Oh.
I'm one
Was
of the...
it good?
It's essentially the Old Testament.
I heard they're making a sequel.
They better. They better.
Quran 2.
I want to see the trailer for that.
Meresham's Revenge.
Jihad this time. Oh, man. We're probably going to have to edit that one.
Nah. I'll draw Muhammad right now.
I'm sure there is one Muslim in Tecumseh. At least one Muslim in Tecumseh.
I kind of doubt it.
We had the Jewish guy for the longest time, and I still think I haven't seen him in a while.
There's a Jewish guy in Tecumseh?
He used to drive a Jeep. Oh, man, when it was Orshlands, you would see him come into Orshlands.
With the little cute hat?
Yeah, he had a pretty weird hat, too.
Huh.
But he had the Star of David and stuff on it. He was super pro-Israel, so I assume he's Jewish.
I bet it was cosplay.
Oh, no.
He had a costume on.
I'm ethnically Jewish.
Yeah. Financially, maybe, too.
Oh, no. I'm bad with money.
What's the jail like in Tecumseh?
I heard it's under code. The county jail?
Under code?
Like, it's not good. Oh, man. We're going to have to edit this. I know some really bad stuff about that jail.
Then why have to edit it? This is the groundbreaking.
Because they'll know who it came from.
We'll blur your face.
Change my voice.
For these 30 seconds. Just walk around the tree.
Hey, guys. Name source.
I don't know who this was.
I don't want to speak ill about certain people or their masturbation problems.
You talking about me?
No.
Oh.
So, you know, Anna was a sheriff's dispatcher for years, right?
And she masturbated?
No.
Oh.
We had a frequent flyer, unnamed individual, Tecumseh native, hopefully on the show one day, had an issue with chronically masturbating in the corner.
And Wicket.
No. God damn. And it got to the point where they essentially just told him to clean up after himself. Like, they couldn't stop him.
They're like, here's your sentence. Here's a mop and a bucket. Just
like I say, he was a frequent flyer. When you figure out the name, I kind of want to leave it a mystery because I'm sure this is going to trigger some people.
You want to spell it out?
What?
You want to spell it out?
The name of the person?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'll go with the street name. And plus, I think he's kind of on the
spectrum.
Well, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah.
And
yeah,
I have no idea who that.
I know, right? But
we will cover it in a future issue.
He's on the straight and narrow, so I kind of like to leave the people alone who, you know,
sure.
We all have routine fuck-ups. Like, I'm probably on that list once in a while, but
we've all made mistakes.
But if you're actually making an honest, conscious effort, I'll leave you alone. I'll stop judging you.
Sure.
It's the best part about it. But like I say, I think he's on the straight and narrow. That's what I was told. We should hit him up for the show.
As long as he's not playing with his straight and narrow.
Yeah, as long as he's not on camera, not on camera.
We need to bring back that open jail by the bank.
Oh God, yes.
Why did they shut that down?
I'm assuming public shaming wasn't fun. Have you ever been in there?
Was it the rape issue?
No, that's been shut down since before I was around. That was like the 70s, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
So I think it was the 70s when they shut that down. When we were in elementary school, they used to let us go in there and tour the thing.
With people in there?
Oh no, it was like a museum.
Oh.
But I figured the outside cage was just the public shaming cage.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got caught being wasted. They're like, oh, we're just going to stick you outside. You know, the church is right next door to it.
Bring that back then.
You know, the church is right next door. So everybody's walking to church. Seeing.
And they're like, there's that guy who fucking. Yeah. Shame.
Shame is a big thing in society. We need it some days.
Do you think they offered him like the communion?
I'm sure.
Probably.
But no,
here's a little blood of Christ. I know you're back in there, but here you go. Redeem yourself and maybe you'll get out of here.
But
maybe we'll get arrested for free speech here and then we can bust out.
Oh gosh. Don't get me started with government organizations and free speech. There's certain organizations that don't like me. They see my name, they roll their eyes.
All right, I'll get you started.
Oh, it's great. So
name them.
City government, city of Tecumseh, city council meetings when I started showing up there. When I used to cover those instead of Ann Wicket because of personal issues, so I always covered them.
Sure.
Had a good old time. But when I'd start asking questions, it'd be like, "No, you're here to listen. No, you're blatantly violating the law." But
yeah, it's a public thing, isn't it?
Oh, easiest way to get your ass kicked out. This one isn't Tecumseh, Polk County. Went to a commissioner meeting because I found out what their assessor was doing was giving deals on valuations to his buddies. So if you're a rich buddy of his and your house was worth $1 million, he'd say it was worth $250, so you could skim the property taxes. Well, he got arrested.
I need a friend like that.
So I went to the county commissioners meeting, get all the deets on it. Oh, well, I know it's an open meeting, but we don't like the press here. We haven't had anybody here in 15 years. They were trying to shoo me out of the meeting. Called the sheriff's office because they're trying to get me out. The sheriff's like, "Oh no, you need to listen." So they were mad with me when I slapped them with suppression.
Yeah. Nice.
They're really bad about it. Like I say, I think that was part of the reason why Polk County was so short-lived is I was picking my battles, not picking my battles. But no, Tecumseh City Council, it's really weird though. They only meet once a month. Pawnee City meets twice a month. All the small towns meet 2-3 times a month, but we get everything done in one meeting. I've never figured that out.
Streamlined.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But those city council meetings, I recommend everybody to go to them if you're bored. I mean, 2 hours tops. Unless you have, Laverne Bartles. We need him back, everybody. Watching him punch people during city council meetings, that was
he
pretty
did that?
good. Oh, God, yeah.
No way.
I watched that dude get in a fight at the grocery store once.
For real?
Oh,
Laverne?
yeah. So when I was
Dude, that guy rocks.
I used to work at the grocery store in high school, and we had this guy named Ken. He's a nice old man, old school guy, former veteran, you know, Korea. I'm assuming Korea. I mean, he's passed away now. He's older, but
Sure.
he was in charge of inventory, like the front, the cigarettes, the candy. You know, he gave him responsibility. He was an older guy, got to do his stuff, got to do his thing.
Mhm.
Well, Laverne's kind of one of those. If you remember back in the day, the grocery store, the cigarette case, you could just walk in there, grab whatever the hell you needed, go to the checkout.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't do that anymore. Laverne Bartles didn't give a shit. He had it left unlocked because he was doing order. Laverne grabbed his 2 packs of cigarettes. Well, Ken just punches him in the face.
What?
These two just get into a full-on fist fight in front of the grocery store. And I mean, it was like 30 seconds of pure intensity. And then 2 weeks later, they get separated right away. But 2 weeks later, Laverne comes back in the grocery store.
Does it again?
No, they're best friends.
Oh, well, that's one way to do it.
Watch Bill Muntz fight a guy once at a city council meeting, one of the Board of Public Work guys, because they thought they were talking shit on each other. About 2 weeks after the meeting, they're best friends. So I've learned the best way for men to solve their problems is kick each other's ass for about 20 minutes, come back to it, and then they're like, oh, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Huh.
So that's how our government solves its problems. We just kick the crap out of each other.
Physical violence. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I haven't been to a Johnson County Commissioners meeting. Well, I went to one that was a joint meeting, but there's usually nothing.
Damn, they sound exciting.
They can be. The real issue is with the rock is the rock's very expensive. But it's weird because it comes out of Du Bois, which is in Pawnee County. I've never figured that out. I figured logistics would be the most expensive part.
Yeah.
So the issue is Martin Marietta charges an arm and a leg to all these government entities because private businesses do that to government. You know, you go to Martin Marietta, you go buy some gravel, they'll sell it to you at some really competitive rate. If you're the government, they're like, oh no, 400% markup.
Yeah, yeah.
So they screw them over. So there is an actual rock shortage, and yeah, you got to keep it within a budget. So I get that. Actually, my suggestion to you county folks is to look at some roads and start abandoning maybe 20, 30 more miles of road.
Yeah.
You know, where nobody lives.
Right.
Like that stirrup place north of town, just let that road go.
Fuck it.
Oh, the semis are bad on my road because of the chicken farm next door. They go the extra mile, and then they go from my house. Whole south side of my property is just caked in dust.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's how 615 is. Just right over here.
See, I thought about I might take 615 home.
Yeah, see how that treats you.
No.
It's very nice.
I was a mailman for a very long time. I've delivered to every box in Johnson County.
How many flat tires did you get per day?
My record? 6.
6 in a day?
6 in a day, and this postmaster, and I don't give a shit. She's retired. She don't work there anymore. But anyways, had 6 flat. So I carried 4 spare tires in my goddamn car. What happened was I hit a T-post on the middle of a dirt road out by Philly.
What the hell?
The T-post came back. It fell off the car in front of me.
Oh.
So flattened my tire, shot back and flattened the other tire. I had 6 flat tires in one day. Jeez. I call her up saying, hey, I'm essentially have to wait for Anna, because, you know, she carries mail, for her to get done to go grab another rim. Because, you know, you're a mailman, you carry 12 sets of tires for everything.
Yeah.
She's like, well, that's unacceptable. Don't you know you're supposed to bring spares on the route? I'm like, bitch, I ain't putting 6 flats. I ain't putting 6 tires in my car. So then I just hung up on her. I was like, fuck you, I'm done. And it was like 150 degrees. It was horrible.
Ugh.
But Johnson County roads suck for mailmen. They use the weird hard rock that wears your tires down real fast, chews them down real fast.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Gage County, they use this weird sand. It's nice when it's dry, sucks ass when it rains.
Yeah, it seems to kind of work itself out pretty quick, though.
But when I was carrying mail, I was North Adams, and those Gage County, Lancaster County roads, I could blow right through them. I get on the Johnson and Odo County routes.
Yeah.
Part of my routes, it would suck so bad. Odo County is probably the only county that has worse roads than us. I'd say Pawnee County, but they probably don't even have roads yet.
Yeah. Damn it. How about why don't we have Amish people in Tecumseh?
I've often wondered that. Those people are cool.
They're everywhere to the south.
They're
Why don't we have them?
They're moving. They're going to like New Mexico,
Michigan,
Utah.
and shit.
You don't know about my Amish connections, do you? Oh man! So when I was down,
How do you have an Amish connection?
When I was down in Pawnee, I did all their printing. I did shit for their homeschooling. I love the fucking Amish.
What?
Seldomly they would pay cash. They would give me farm products. So I'm like, oh hell yeah, pure goat milk? Shit, sign me up.
Here are 6 chickens. Please print homework.
But it was really, although they're really nice. There's one Amish girl where she probably broke Amish law. Hopefully the Amish aren't listening to this. I don't want to get her in trouble. She's out in New Mexico now. But look her up. She was getting married and she wanted these special wedding invitations. So the Amish, they would lay everything up, put it on a copy machine, and then I would just copy it off and go that way. Well, no, she had to design everything. So I showed her how to use the fucking computer, and I'm like, oh God,
you can't do that.
He's like, he's really pissed at me right now.
Do that, bro.
So she did really, really, really well. Actually sent me a thank you letter when she got married. I'm sure she's about 21 now, so she has 8 or 9 kids.
89 kids. Yeah.
I'm getting to that. I'm sure there's a Colton Johnson County somewhere.
They're just like hidden underground.
Yeah, they're still underground.
They're in the tunnels under the square.
Oh God, have you ever been down there?
Yeah, once.
Oh.
I was little.
Which way did you go in?
I want to say Bill Muntz had like apartments.
Oh, I went to Brinkman's way.
It goes all the way to Brinkman's?
Yeah, if you go down into Brinkman's, they used to, like I say, this is 20-some years ago.
Yeah.
But they had a little walk-in area where they store tires, and it was in a basement. Well, you kept going, and they had the door still. Even in the grocery store, you can get in there, but the grocery store, it's all bricked off. Basement of that grocery store, scary as hell.
There's just like banana spiders down there.
Not anymore.
Does it go all the way around the square?
It goes around the square. I think one side is pretty well taken care of.
Are there Jews hiding in it?
Not that I know of.
I bet there are.
I can't tell you.
See, this is what we need to cover.
Oh, anti-Semitism in Tecumseh?
It's not anti-Semitism. That literally happened in New York. Remember the Jews in the tunnels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like a couple months ago, the Jew tunnels.
How fucking cool was that?
Guys, come on.
There's just Jews crawling out of sewers.
I forgot about the Teenage Mutant Jewish Turtles. I forgot about the memes. Those were gold.
Raphael. We must not use electricity on Saturday.
It's
He's like, but I want my fucking pizza.
That's awesome.
And Donatello's like, I'm trying to use my computer.
I don't know.
Not on Saturdays.
I don't know if there's any shifty shit going on at Tecumseh anymore. There's some really weird stuff when I was a kid I came across. You remember Talon Erdman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Talon Erdman, in 6th grade, we were butt heads together.
Yeah.
So we used to run the creeks at Tecumseh. Actually, you told on me one time. We used to run the creek. We used to run the creeks at Tecumseh and along the railroad tracks and stuff. And I can't remember who you told. You told one of my siblings, like Matt or something. And Matt used it against me. Like, well, I'm telling Mom you're playing at the railroad tracks.
I don't remember that.
I think you brought it up in passing. Like, oh, hey, I saw your brother.
Yeah, probably. He was playing with the Jews at the railroad.
Well, we were at Dale's getting Jones soda because that's a Tecumseh staple, is going to Dale's and getting a Jones soda.
If you didn't do that,
you're not from Tecumseh.
You're not. You must be from Cook.
Oh God.
Anyway.
But no, it was pretty fun. But no, we would go in there and there was this picture, like a Polaroid picture of a Hispanic dude holding 2 AK-47s and piling bricks of pot. I still have the picture because I'm like, what is this? First of all, is this an evidence photo? Or are you this dumb? You're going to take a picture of your fucking squander, like your plunder here.
Was it Che Guevara?
I have no idea who it was. It didn't look like a local, most of the people in town, they're who they are. I have an insight. There's Hispanic stirrups out there, so.
I don't know, man. All white people look the same to me.
Yeah, me too.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Oh, that's one thing that drives me nuts. Oh, you're a stirrup. Which one are you? Come on, guys.
Yeah. Sure, we all have the same eyes, but come on.
Same eyes, look like my mom. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, man. Oh, that was really weird. I still have that picture. Never figured it out. I guess that was the first run-in with the law ever. We were putting quarters on the railroad track, and they weren't, like, derailing the train. We just thought it were cool looking. Mm-hmm. Well, the railroad guy conducted the train, told on me and Talon, and we went to the park to cool off.
Yeah.
Sheriff deputy pulls up. Well, you boys seen any teenagers running around? We're like 6th grade, so we're not teenagers yet. So we're like, oh, they biffed the description. God, we got this.
Right.
So we completely bullshitted on the spot. Yeah, there's some pretty shifty older kids running around. They went that way. Like they completely bought it.
That's weird. That was your first law?
That would be my
law
first run-in with the
enforcement
law.
My first one was with Talon and Tanner.
No.
Yeah. We were.
You weren't a part of the semi, were you?
I wasn't. I should have been. But it just so happened that my grandma from Minnesota came down.
Ah.
And I was like, sorry, guys, I can't hang out. And I was at the hotel when they were doing that. And they told me about it the next morning. And I was like, God damn it. I wanted to destroy that semi with baseball bats with you fucking guys, too. And they're like, yeah, it was pretty cool. And then they got arrested.
Yeah.
And they squealed on heaven.
Yep.
They're like, yeah, he ran through the cornfield. I was like, let him go. He got away. Let him go. He got away from it. But no, me and Tanner and Talon we had BB guns in town. We saw Daniel Rojas and his buddies, and we thought we would shoot at him. We were going hunting.
You supremacist.
We had just watched American History X. It was very fucking stupid. And I shot him from around the corner of the house. I was like, oh, there's one. And I shot him with the BB gun. And I thought, I'm good to go. But he yells down the street. He goes, Eric Baum, I know that was you. And I was like, how the fuck did you know that?
Oh, God.
Pretty soon the cops show up and took all of the BB guns.
Oh, bastards.
They made me call my dad. My dad was like, I'm so fucking disappointed in you. And I'm like, yeah, I know, me too. At least it wasn't my BB guns that got taken away.
Oh, man, my first disappointing my dad moment. And
Much regret. Daniel Rojas is awesome. But
I had to hunt him once. Recently.
Oh, no.
2-3 years ago. I have a buddy. I used to work for Creek Carrier, had a buddy there, and I think he owns a car repair place now, but he worked at the online auto auction place, one of the big ones out of Omaha.
Sure.
Daniel Rojas stole a car from him.
Oh.
And it was down in Tecumseh, and he goes, hey, do you know where that guy lives? Can you just take a picture of the house real quick? So I do, and he goes, that's the fucking truck. That's the fucking truck. Like, all the troops go, and I'm like, oh my God, I just ratted this dude out on accident. Anna was still working at the sheriff's office. Like, oh yeah, they picked him up. He was in jail when you took that picture.
Oh no.
But no, they were looking for the car, and I don't even know how he scammed them or what the case was. I'm assuming he just didn't make payments. Times are tough.
Damn, dude.
But no, you talk about your dad being disappointed in you. The first moment ever when, I'm a teen parent. First moment ever I thought I was going to disappoint my dad was, Dad, by the way, Anna's pregnant. Looked me straight in the face and goes, always thought you were gay. Can't even disappoint my dad.
Yeah, I got plenty of that too.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, I still get that currently. My dad still wonders if I'm gay. It's fine. I'm not, but if I was, I think my daddy would still love me. But
being raised the way of, if you're different, you're gay.
yeah, no shit.
Gay.
Yeah.
That's why the word has a different meaning down here. I don't think anybody here is actually, Tecumseh is relatively socially acceptable, especially the younger kids.
I agree, yeah.
The whole, years ago, I don't know if you ever heard the Hispanic wave controversy. When I was in elementary school, the Hispanics started moving into town, replaced the Laotians from, Campbell's Soup, and then...
Cambodia.
Yeah, well, wherever the hell they went. Like I say, I don't know. But besides the point, we had a couple teachers like, oh, are you comfortable with these kids? Yeah, I don't see no problem. They taught me cuss words in Spanish.
They asked
they were so socially awkward about the whole bunch of Hispanics coming in. When St. Andrews closed, they're like, are you guys sure you're okay with having a class that's half? What are we going to do? Half the class is Hispanic. Who cares?
It's awesome. It's new kids.
I think the whole melting pot of Tecumseh is a real thing. The younger kids, are my generation, your generation, we didn't give a shit about that at all. Our parents did, never understood it, but I'm not saying my parents specifically, your parents specifically, but, the older generation, they always thought, oh, they're different. They must be gay.
All these colored gay kids moving in.
Yeah, I learned.
They're different colors because they're gay.
When I worked at Black Hills Energy, that's how I know your uncle pretty well. When I worked at Black Hills Energy, I was a Spanish rep.
Oh, really?
I can't speak it.
But you were cool.
I could understand it. I could understand enough. I worked for the gas company. Guess what they were calling about every time?
What?
The gas. So it was easy to figure out what the phone call was about. Oh, sorry. No, the electric company's this phone number. Sorry. Ann Wickett goes, oh, yeah, that was the April 17th issue, 1994.
Oh, holy shit.
She remembers the volume numbers.
Damn.
So when I had the Pawnee paper and started working at the Chieftain, I started real life events being like, oh, that was volume 155, week 42.
Oh, cool.
So I would do real life shit, and all my scheduling and stuff was based off the newspaper.
Yeah.
My Monday was Thursday morning because that's when the paper reset.
Yeah.
It was weird.
That's awesome. Annie rocks.
She does. I miss driving her around.
Somebody told me the other day, that fucking stupid Tecumseh group that we have.
Yeah.
They were like, a lot of people thought that you were making fun of Ann Wickett at first, but we told them that you're not. It's like, I never made fun of her. She's awesome.
She is.
She's the Tecumseh legend.
She's the Tecumseh legend.
So do you think that we should make this a two-parter?
I think we should.
We should end it because I'm out of smokes and then put another one behind a paywall so you stupid fuckers have to pay for it?
Yeah.
No?
$4.99 a month.
$4.99 a goddamn month.
It's worth it.
All right, let's do it. I need smokes.